Well, folks, you remember the Jussie Smollett scandal. Jussie Smollett. He claimed that 2 a.m. one night in Chicago, he went out to get a Subway sandwich, 2 a.m., polar vortex, and he was attacked by two MAGA-hatted men who shouted at him, "This is MAGA country," and called him a bunch of bad names and beat him up. And well, all of that was a lie. And now we have video of the two guys who actually did it, who were friends with him, explaining exactly what they did. And it is just fantastic. We begin with the Osendero brothers. You remember them? So you may not remember their names, but they were the heroes of the Jussie Smollett saga. There were two brothers hired by Jussie to supposedly beat him up on the streets of Chicago at 2 a.m. in the middle of a polar vortex after he got a Subway sandwich, to pour bleach on him and yell, "This is MAGA country." And then he went back to his apartment and claimed that he was a victim of a racist and homophobic hate crime, as it turns out, from two of his black trainer friends. And all of that came out, and Jussie has been duly humiliated. He still claims, of course, that none of this happened. Well, now, Fox Nation, this is one of the better things I've seen from Fox Nation, actually. They released a Fox News original in which they asked the Osendero brothers to relive the crucial incident with Jussie Smollett, with Jussie Smollett. And it is grand. It is just glorious. Here we go.
His building is actually right here, right above the stairs that we're going to attack him at. We made sure we got there at 2 a.m. sharp.
On the dot.
On the dot. We had no phones because he did not want us to bring any phones. He said, so we don't lose them. I don't know if that's really the reason, but you can deduce your own reason. So 2 a.m., he was nowhere to be found. He was not there. So we were like, damn, what do? We didn't have no way of contacting him. He had no way of contacting us. So we waited here for about, what, 4 minutes?
It was about 4 minutes,
4 minutes.
But it felt like forever.
Because it was cold as balls. So I saw him out the corner of my eye, and I was like, okay, that's him. Let's go. We gotta go get this Empire fat. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Is that him?
That's that neck.
It's that
So
neck.
good.
Yeah, that neck.
Oh, I love it. And then they're like walking all awkward because it's really cold outside, and they're like reliving it. It's just great. And then he describes, one of the Osendero brothers describes how he gave Jussie a noogie. That's his description. In order to make him, like, give him a small cut on his face. So for the police photos and everything, and how they threw this weird bleach concoction on him and shouted, "This is MAGA country." And it's just great. It's just, it is one of the great stories in American history. And it is a full-scale demonstration of why Hollywood is corrupt. Because I guarantee you that if this scandal had happened on the right, then this would 100% be a comedy movie made by Hollywood on the left. It is, however, one of the great stories in American history. It really shows you how far we've come as a society when a black gay man is paying other black men to fake beat him up for the publicity, because that's how valuable victimhood is. So just slow clap for the Osendero brothers. By the way, 10 out of 10 would watch the Osendero brothers do a reality TV show. 10 out of 10. Their life must be just riveting. It must be fascinating. Well, the story is now about Jussie Smollett. He wanted to keep a secret. He couldn't keep a secret. It all came out. But if you would like to keep your data your secret, well, then perhaps you should use ExpressVPN. You shouldn't trust anybody else with your data anyway. I mean, the fact is, big tech, they don't like you very much. They're using all of your data to make money for themselves while shutting down your opinion or handing your data to the federal government. So why not protect yourself by using the same VPN I use and trust at expressvpn.com/Ben. Your ISP knows every single website you visit. They can sell that information to ad companies and tech giants who use it to target you. ExpressVPN puts a stop to all of that by creating a secure encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet, so your online activity can't be seen by anybody. ExpressVPN is as easy as closing the bathroom door. You just fire up the app, click one button, you are now protected. It's super simple, easy enough that you don't have to be a tech expert in order to make it work. It's no wonder ExpressVPN is the world's #1 rated VPN by Mashable, The Verge, and countless others. If, like me, you believe that your online activity is nobody else's business, get the VPN I trust at expressvpn.com/Ben. Again, use my exclusive link, expressvpn.com/Ben. Get an extra 3 months for free. expressvpn.com/Ben. Well, the genius of the folks at Wellesley is only matched by the genius of the folks who run our economy, which is why if you've had a business for the past few years, it's been kind of rough. Well, here is the thing. You could probably use a break, and Innovation Refunds can help. Innovation Refunds makes it easy to apply for the Employee Retention Credit, ERC. Go to getrefunds.com, get started in less than 8 minutes, see if your business qualifies for ERC assistance. Your business might be eligible for a payroll tax rebate of up to $26,000 per employee kept on payroll during COVID-19. Innovation Refunds has already helped clients claim over $3 billion in payroll tax refunds through the ERC. They might be able to help your business too. Essentially, you might have paid too much tax and then get some of that money back. There's no upfront charge. They don't get paid until your business gets its refund, so you have nothing to lose. Don't miss the opportunity. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited amount of time. Go to getrefunds.com. That is getrefunds.com. In the last few years, if you've been a business owner, it's been like COVID-19, inflation, and now stagnation and maybe bank meltdowns. If you got money that you gave to the government you shouldn't have, try to get it back. Go to getrefunds.com right now. So Jamie Lee Curtis has a trans child because, again, it is amazing. The genetic bottlenecking that happens in Hollywood is just incredible. Like the number of trans kids in Hollywood, I don't know what happened, if there was like an evolutionary bottleneck there, in sort of in the Stephen Jay Gould notion that basically there's like a set of mountains, and on that one side of the mountains, all the people with the trans recessive gene went, and then they all reproduced with each other, and then all their kids were trans. Or alternatively, extraordinary amounts of Munchausen by proxy and crap parenting. But in any case, Jamie Lee Curtis, who has a quote-unquote transgender daughter, meaning a son, well, she just won an Oscar for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, Forever, for All Time. And she's fine in the movie. Again, I've expressed, I think the movie is wildly overrated. It basically won because it was immigrant Asians must accept lesbianism across the multiverse. That was essentially the theme of the film. So it hit all the intersectional checkboxes that Hollywood likes. And so now she's making statements about how they should get rid of the male-female categories. How they should get rid of the male-female categories for Best Actor and Best Actress. So here she was yesterday explaining.
Obviously, I would like to see a lot more women be nominated so that there's gender parity in all the areas and all the branches. And I think we're getting there. We're not anywhere near there. And of course, the inclusivity then that involves the bigger question, which is, how do you include everyone when there are binary choices, which is very difficult. And as the mother of a trans daughter, I completely understand that. And yet, to degender the category also, I'm concerned, will diminish the opportunities for more women.
That's what we should do. We should definitely, I agree with her. I think we should get rid of all these categories. Hollywood should put its money where its mouth is, and then Jamie Lee Curtis will never win an Oscar. Because, let's face it, every year, there are a lot of men who don't get nominated for Oscars, and there are a lot of women who should not be nominated for Oscars who are. If you look at the last few supporting actress categories or supporting actor categories, just going to put it out there, the supporting actor category is a lot stronger than the supporting actress categories. Same thing seems to be true in the best actor category versus the best actress category. And she acknowledges that, right? She says, to degender the category, I'm concerned that will diminish the opportunities for more women. So she's acknowledging that there just aren't enough women who deserve to be winning awards. And so if you get rid of the genders, then fewer women will win awards. But she wants it anyway, because why not? That's the really important thing. So, fine, go for it. My answer? Fine, go for it. I'd love to see it. Wokeness should eat itself. Under all circumstances, wokeness should eat itself. And she's not the only one promoting this. Isaac Butler has a piece in the New York Times saying, the best acting Oscar goes to a man and a woman. Why? Well, because, for all of human history, these were a dichotomous aspect of the human species, men and women. And they typically had very different parts because men and women are very, very different. I know that these are like breaking news concepts to modernity, but men and women, different, very different. And so women's parts tend to be different than men's parts. But we're going to obliterate all of that now. So I agree. Since everyone is androgynous, we should have men playing women's parts and women playing men's parts and everybody's non-binary and whatever, then sure, get rid of the categories too. And we'll see how it works out for the ladies. The patriarchy, man. The patriarchy is always clever. And they win yet again. Alrighty, guys, the rest of the show is continuing right now. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be getting into the mailbag. If you're not a member, become a member. Use code Shapiro at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click the link in the description and join us.